Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the
check. Oh, it's working. Right. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if this fucking thing works with the how loud the car is, right? Anyone that knows cars knows that if you change the mid mufflers or whatever they want to call that shit, that you know, especially if you put in. So what I did, anyone that knows cars, I changed the mid mufflers or however the mufflers, depending on what. It's weird. And so if you're on the East Coast, you call them just mufflers. You're on the West Coast, you call them mid mufflers or something like that. And then if you're on the East Coast, you call the ones in the back resonators. I don't know what the fuck going on. Anyway, I'm not a car guy not much of a car guy. I delve into it once in a while. Alright, so my shit's loud because I replaced the mid mufflers with flow masters and I removed the rear mufflers completely. So my shit's loud and it drums a little bit, but I like my car and I like the sound, so fuck it. Alright, good morning motherfuckers. Welcome to December 28th. The morning Toke. My name's Eddie Law, and this is what on my mind. This is what's on my mind this morning. So, who hasn't been talking about John fucking Jones and UFC 232 getting moved over to Los Angeles, to the Forum in LA, former home of the Lakers, and leaving Las Vegas because of John Jones testing positive, right? Now everyone's just like, oh, he didn't test positive. No, he tested positive. He didn't test positive, this shit wouldn't be happening, right? It's just, according to them, not a new substance, or not a re-ingested substance, right? So, let's go with the, wow, I can't breathe today. As soon as I start the podcast, I can't breathe, what the fuck? So, the press conference was laughable, kind of stupid. Actually, very stupid, right? I don't know. First of all, I don't know whether they do press conferences anymore. Anyway, we're all gonna get the same shit. All right, everyone's trying to do the shit talk thing. You know, even Gus, who I really don't expect that from, was like a little cringy with it. And then it didn't get any cringier than John Jones going back and forth with that one reporter. She was asking him legit questions, and he was like, "Nah, that's a bad question. Next question. Do better at journalism." Like, bitch. That's journalism. Asking you hard questions, shit that you don't want to answer, is journalism. Just because you got all these other media guys that are worried about access, sucking your dick all the time, you know what I mean, blowing you left and right, like, you're the greatest in the world, champ, it's all good. How do you feel about your fans, big, stupid ass questions like that, like, you know, that chick was doing journalism. She was asking legit questions. You could have just said no comment. Right? Instead of, that's a stupid question, next question, or whatever. That's a dumb question. Or do better at journalism, or boo this girl, and all this other shit. Like, dude, fuck you. For real, like, fuck you, John. Like, come on, man. And you wonder why people shit on you all the time. Like, you bring it on yourself, honestly. You know what I mean? John Jones is a moron, we all know. He's not a smart dude. He's not, alright? You don't pop multiple times if you're a smart person. You know what I mean? Either he's a stupid motherfucker or he's a complete arrogant asshole, and he might be both. I think it's both. But regardless of how you feel about who John Jones, John Jones' personality and all that shit, he that back and forth with the reporter was fucked up. To me, it was wrong. And of course, you gotta love Twitter because people come up with bullshit, right? So, a lot of people were talking about, like, oh, he shouldn't have done that, right, to a female reporter. And he shouldn't have, 100%. But he should have done that to any reporter, first of all, right? But he singled her out, saying, boo this girl, do better at journalism. That's not a good look for you, John. That's bad, right? And then for other female, media personalities on Twitter or anybody else calling it out like that, they're getting attacked by a bunch of dudes on Twitter. Like, dude, come fuck on, man. Like, let them voice their opinion. You get to voice yours. What the fuck? Fucking females she probably got that job because she sucked a dick to get it. Word? That sounds like jealousy. 100%. Sounds like jealousy. Like, that dude that said that shit, I think you're upset that you didn't get to suck a dick for that job. You didn't get the dick sucking opportunity to get that job. How about shutting the fuck up? You know what I mean? Not to mention, honestly, to assume that any girl, to get any position that you want, had to suck a dick to get it, or suck the dick to get it, or did whatever shit to do to get it, is fucked up. Short-sighted. And honestly, reeks of jealousy. Like, dude, like, if you were better at it, you'd probably have that job. Or if you even tried to get it and put in some effort, you might have that job. But most of the people talking that shit, talking about, oh, she probably blew somebody to get that job. Those motherfuckers more than likely didn't even try. Ever. Right? So I give her all the credit in the world for having the courage, it's the guts, the intestinal fortitude, and the professionalism, really, to ask a hard question. Because nobody else did. Nobody else asked that hard question. You know what I mean? Like, the other person that asked shit, that pissed off, I think, Dana, was Era Hawani. And the dude that asked about the tax, that's a legit question. Fuck you if you get mad about that, alright? Like, you could say, like, oh, what are we doing? What is this MMA? This isn't basketball. 100%. MMA fighters get paid way less than basketball players. The bench rider, the guy who doesn't play a single minute until garbage time, right? In a blowout. Or the game's obviously decided. That guy gets paid way more than 90% of MMA fighters, 99% of MMA fighters. Alright? So, yeah. Changing the tax from Nevada to Vegas, yeah, it's a fucking big deal. Alright? Sorry, from Nevada to California is a big deal. California is not nice with them taxes. Just like New York's not nice with them taxes. Some fighters, as much as they want to fight at Madison Square Garden, be like, yeah, I'm not going to play there. Or I'm not going to fight there. Fuck all that. Some NBA players, some football players won't go there, won't play there because of the tax. Please believe the guy riding the bench with the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets fucking hates life right now. That dude's trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. He ain't trying to stay there. Okay? But everyone wants to get down to Texas where there's no income tax or state tax or whatever. Anyway, I think state income tax, but they don't have. Anyway, but that's a good fucking question. Like, yeah, and they don't want to. Who's gonna pay my taxes? They go, no, look, fair enough. UFC shouldn't have to pay that, right? Shouldn't have to, really, but they should. They maybe do a little bit of help here and there because you change the event completely without asking any of the fighters. This whole thing's a mess, right? But that presser was fucking just cringy as shit. I legit was watching it. I didn't watch it live. I had to watch it after the fact. But just John Jones, anytime he spoke, I was just like, dude. And not because of the steroid thing. Okay? But because of this whole mess where everyone's been lying for John, or at least making it look like they're lying for John. That's the shit, and the UFC's trying to cover for him. Even Nowitzki's in on this shit. Like, you know, I watched the Rogan podcast on Nowitzki. I'm gonna rewatch it today to see if I missed anything. Okay, and they did a really good job of making it look like they were trying to get to everything, like that people were saying. You know what I mean? And you know what? They did a decent job of trying to answer all the questions or address all the things that people have been saying about this whole thing. Like, Nowitzki works for you know, worked for USADA now works for the UFC. According to him, he never worked for USADA. I have seen some people on Twitter talking about his days at the IRS and how much of a fucking crazy person he was. You know, and all stuff. But there was a lot. Like, it seems like no one could keep the story straight. You know what I mean? First there was you know, one failed test. The rest were negative. There was one failed test. Now there's a bunch of failed tests. Like, in the picograms or whatever. I thought it was pictograms. Apparently it's picograms. The picograms are all, you know, different numbers in those positive tests and shit, and fluctuation or whatever of the fucking metabolite and all that. They've been changing the story over and over and over again since this thing broke, right? So, like, they can't even keep the story straight, and because of that, I don't trust them. I don't believe them. So, somewhere in the middle of the truth. Do I think John Jones is cheating? I don't know. Microdosing is possible, I'm sure. You know, Is it possible the UFC is like, fuck, we can't fuck up our pay-per-view buy rate with the last events of the year. We gotta go out with a bang. Fuck it, let's just do whatever we gotta do to make sure it's got fights. It's possible. I don't know the answer. I don't know the straight out answer. What do I believe? I believe that John Jones has always been cheating. I honestly do. Okay? I don't think he needs it. I think this guy's so fucking talented. He could win all these fights, without the use of steroids. But the truth is that he had some in his system. Right? And now he has these picograms that, at first it was like, oh, they're only there for a few months. Now they're there for 12 to 18 months. And now they could be there for life. Like, what? Dude, the science doesn't know. Word. The science doesn't know. Even though you got all these experts coming out, you're basically shitting on their story. But they're experts, which apparently you have to ask Jeff Nowitzki about. But their experts say that, no, it's fucking true. It could be there forever. We don't know. So it's this whole throwing your hands up, fucking we don't know anything. Let's just let the event happen and let the whole thing blow over. Like, all right, if that's what we're doing, fuck it. Let's look. And everyone's just like, remember, man, when there wasn't any testing, everyone was all rated up? Yeah, I remember it. Did you love the face punching? Sure, that was fun. But it's like changing the definition of a word. I don't know where they're like, we want a clean sport. Okay, all right, cool. Well, let's do it. What we're going to cover for this guy? Like, all right, well, then don't lie. Don't fucking say you want a clean sport and then do shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, just say we don't care. That way we at least know what we're watching. Because it's not fair to anybody. Right? Like, for example, Anderson Silva popped too. I think once or twice. For shit. Right? And his legacy isn't ruined. Really. People still call him one of the greatest to ever do it. But, John Jones is going to have his massive asterisk next to his name, Barry Bonds style. Right? So, look, all I'm saying is, let's not pretend like we want a clean sport, like they want a clean sport. Let's not pretend that, because that's just fucking lying to ourselves and everybody else. Let's just be honest. We don't care. Be honest. We don't care if they're juice up. Right? We don't give a fuck. Like Dana White say, I don't care if these guys are juiced up to the gills. I prefer it. Let's just fucking be honest. Okay? So, I don't know. That's all I ask. Just honesty. Be honest. That's it. If they were honest about that shit, no one would give a fuck about a picogram. Motherfucker, picogram. Why aren't you loaded? That'd have been the question. Right? Do I think John Jones needs steroids or picograms or whatever the fuck to beat Alex on Saturday? No. Do I think he's going to win? Yeah. I think Jones is going to win. Am I rooting for Gus? Yeah. I like Gus more than Jones. But that's just a preference thing. Doesn't mean I hate Jones. He annoys me. His personality comes off like just like an annoying dude. That's about it. Like I don't hate him. I wouldn't hang out with him. And the funny thing is, I said that on Twitter like a couple weeks ago, like when this whole thing broke, or like a week ago when this whole thing broke. I was like, man, I never hang out with John Jones. You're a liar. You'd fucking hang out all the time if you fucking wanted you to. Legit would not. You get mad if you want to, but that dude's annoying as fuck. This is my opinion. You can take it for what it is. Anyway, so yeah, now my fucking like cold is like starting to show. Like I'm sure you guys can hear it, so I apologize for that. So now that's what we're dealing with. The funny thing is, this outcome is going to be marred no matter what, right? Let's say Gus wins. Let's say somehow he's able to knock out John Jones or whatever, beat him anyway, in any way, form, or fashion. It was because Jones was cheating that whole time before, and now he can't cheat. Now that he only has picograms, yeah. Now he can, he doesn't. He's not the same guy. He's not the GOAT. Let's say he wins. He's on all the steroids. Fuck him, not the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be the opinion with a lot of people. You know what I mean? And his fans will be his fans forever. They'll call it the GOAT. It doesn't matter. And look, honestly, I think he's the most talented fighter we've ever seen. Like he's the most talented fighter we've ever seen. Unfortunately, he's also gotten popped twice for fucking steroids. Whether intentional or not, he got popped. Which at least, for people that say, oh, do we really think he's that stupid? Yeah, he's that stupid. You got popped once and you didn't become super extra anal careful about the shit you ingest. You got popped twice, bro. Like, you really didn't give a fuck after that. There's no way they popped me a third time, right? Come on. Yeah, he is that much of a fucking idiot. I don't know who he's surrounded by in New Mexico, but apparently a bunch of fucking morons. So, yeah. I mean, you don't see DC popping for shit. You don't see Conor McGregor popping for shit. Nate Diaz, Habib. None of those guys are popping for shit. And to clear it up, people are like, Nate Diaz popped for weed. No, Nick Diaz popped for weed. And that was the stupidest fucking thing that ever happened. Because weed's not a performance-enhancing drug. It's not. I mean, there's arguments that it is, but in my opinion, it's not. Okay? But it might be. I don't know. I mean, I should probably try and do like a sparring session on it and see how it goes. And then I'll let you guys know. But not Nate. Okay. You know what I mean, though? Like, come on, man. So, Tyron Woodley never popped. Max Holloway, Amanda Nunes. Cyborg popped like a motherfucker. I know that's for sure, but that was just that one time, I think. Apparently, we're letting that go. So, T.J. Dillashaw, all these guys, right? Henry Cejudo. Actually, I don't know about Henry. I think Henry's clean, yeah. But regardless, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at with this shit. It's all fucking craziness. So, Saturday night, I think my picks were based for co-main and main. I think I picked Cyborg and I picked Jones. But I'm like rooting Nunes and Gus. I just like Nunes and I like Gus. So if they don't, it's not gonna, it's whatever. So it is what it is. You gotta give Jones. You'll have to give Jones and Cyborg their due. And if Nunes and Gus do win, you gotta give them their due. Did it clean. Two historically clean fighters, and beating two fighters that popped before. That'll be pretty cool to see, honestly. So, anyway, what else we got? I can't think of anything else, honestly. I had something else, but I can't remember it. So it is what it is. Anyway, catching up on the SoundCloud shit. I know I haven't fucking uploaded in like 3 weeks. I've had a lot going on and shit, so I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna upload each episode as it's supposed to go up of the Keyboard Warriors. Otherwise, go on YouTube, Keyboard Warriors MMA.com. And you can get all the episodes on there and check them out, including this one you're listening to probably on YouTube, but this will be on iTunes as well. Sorry, I'm parking. And, yeah, I'm going to do it. All right, so appreciate you guys. I'll probably try to do like a solo episode of whatever after the event. Maybe one of these on Monday or something. Talk about some end of the year shit. End of the year awards are next Wednesday, so it'll be obviously New Year already. But wow, excuse me. We'll be talking everything. Fucking KO of the year, sub of the year, fight of the year, event of the year, blah blah blah. All this shit. All right. And hopefully I can start writing soon. I'm gonna start doing some pieces on MMA. See how much shit I can get. All right, guys. You guys are the shit. Love you all. Appreciate you guys. Catch you guys in the next one.
Well.